think that I might be a good fit for. And the guy said, I'd really love for you to come in on, we've got a position that opens up in February and March of each year that is for only for someone who has a graduate degree who is recently graduating. And basically, it's a one-year contract.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1. On the option to give to Williams here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. It may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. They're
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake, trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Ritter off the play fake. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Cowboys at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, Prescott steps away.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go.
Dennis Allen, he makes a call, and his offense stays put. They're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Saints.
Going play action. Ritter. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the option, here's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Touchdown, Saints! Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pollard gets it off the option. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 20. Prescott to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. Ritter to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You know,
it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. The pass caught by Olave. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Here we go with Williams. He will have a first down here at about the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Ritter on 1st and 10. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 60 yards. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. They'll let this go for the end zone. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Ritter with it after the play fake. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin the drive with Williams. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, here's Ritter. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And the Saints first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bootlegging out here. Ritter sliding out of the pocket. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches. So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next to score, Saints 31, Cowboys nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score 6-41. Cowboys 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and short. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Ritter from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Ritter. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Ritter will set up to throw it. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
23 yards the pickup there. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing, Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 5. To throw is Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Saints.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He gets it to Thomas.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's starting to look like it won't be their year.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before be